Hello everybody, this is RC Ron again, and I have a programming video for you for the Futaba 14Sg and the 16Iz. There is virtually no difference in the programming of these two radios as far as this particular function is concerned. Just a little bit of access difference, but it's both of them are very similar, so I decided to go ahead and just include both radios in this video. Now, if you are new to gasoline-powered planes, this is a video that you really need to watch because it shows you how to set up not only your failsafe to make it effective, but also how to utilize one of the RCXL or a similar type electronic kill switch with your gasoline engine. This enables you to have control from a switch on your transmitter to turn the ignition on and off. It also allows you to set up a fail-safe position for your engine. In other words, most people would want to kill their engine if they lose the transmitter signal going to their transmitter and their receiver and their plane. So with that having been said, if you're new to gasoline-powered planes, this will be very useful to you. If you've been flying gasoline planes for quite a long while and never used a kill switch, and there are a lot of people out there in that category, then this is something you need to watch because it will show you the safety factor that this $20 item actually provides for you. So we are going to be looking at how to set up the fail-safe to make this happen as working along with your electronic kill switch. So with that having been said, and I want to point out one thing, the default on the 14SG, same on the 16IZ, the default is if you lose the transmitter signal, your receiver will hold the very last position that all of your channels were in. Which means very simply, if your engine was running at 75% power when the transmitter signal was lost, it's going to continue running at 75% power until it runs out of gas or until the plane goes into the ground. Same situation. It's the last signal that was received as far as your servos are concerned. So if you were in a descending left-hand turn when the transmitter signal was lost, your plane is going to continue in that descending left-hand turn until such time as it goes into the ground. So there are ways to remedy this, and it's going to make it a whole lot safer should this situation ever occur. The good news is that the modern day transmitters and receivers, our radio systems, are much more reliable than they have ever been in the past. So we do have that working for us. But this is a worthwhile safety measure that you can take, and it will prevent possibly someone getting injured or hurt, or you're damaging a car or possibly a house. So with that being said, I have a little demonstration set up here that I want you to look at before we go any further. I wanted to do this video right away to give you an idea of what we're actually trying to accomplish here. I have a setup right here, 3 servos, receiver. I have 2 battery packs, one for the receiver, switch for the receiver, and then another battery pack and a switch for the power to your actual ignition module. I do not have a module set up here, but I do have a kill switch, and that's what we want to look at this morning. So anyway, as we look at this, I want you to just realize this is the very same setup you would have in a gasoline engine. So with that, I want you to take a look. The ignition kill switch right here, it comes actually with everything labeled on here, but I have this one lead here that goes over and is plugged into the receiver into channel 7, and then I have channel 7 set up with a switch B to turn this ignition module on and off. We have an LED here that glows bright red when when the kill switch is sending power to the ignition module. This connection here goes to the ignition module itself, and then this other connection comes right off, supplying the power to the kill switch. So with that being said, let's take a look at what's happening here. Switch B, I always set it up to where down towards the bottom of the transmitter is off, and then forward is on. And you'll notice as I switch it, the red light comes on, indicating that this kill switch is sending power to the ignition module. So I can turn it on and off at any time to have where I've got my ignition totally off, or it's ready to start the plane or ready to fly. So that gives me the indication. Now then, here's what I want you to see, because what we desire is that if we should lose the RF signal from the transmitter, is that this ignition kill switch is going to shut down the engine. All right? What I'm going to do is simulate that just by simply turning off my transmitter. I have my transmitter off. Absolutely nothing is happening. You'll notice the red light on the receiver showing me that we have no signal going to it. But look at the red light, the LED. We're still sending. That signal has never been broken, and we are still sending power to the ignition module for your engine. So you have a plane that's not receiving any of your radio signals, and yet your engine is still running at the same speed that it was when we lost the RF power. There is a solution to this, and that's exactly what I want to show you in this video. So with that, we'll get into the video itself and get everything set up and show you how to do this correctly. Thank you. All right, let's now go ahead and do our programming. First thing we want to do is go to the link menu, 2 taps. From the link menu, we want to scroll down to function, enter the function menu, go to the second page, and just like I was telling you, I had set mine up on channel 7. All I have to do to assign that to switch B is just go under the control, press the button. I can select any switch I want it to be. That's simple. Now we have it set for switch B operation. Go ahead, after you get everything set up, if you find that switch B is not moving the direction that you want it to have it on, like I told you, I always have mine in the up position for on and down position for off. If they find that it's moving different than what you want it to, then the only thing you have to do is go into the servo reverse menu. Reverse that particular channel, in this case channel 7, and then it will reverse the direction of the operation of the switch. So with that, let's just go right back to our link menu. Now we're going down to FAILSAFE. Enter in. We're going to the second page. Now you'll notice here I've already got this set, but I'm going to show you how this works. Alright, this is the way it'll be if you've not done any programming. It will be in the hold position. This is saying that you're going to, of course, hold the last position of the servo for that particular channel. So we want to change that. You've got, put it in the hold position, tap it. Now you can go back and forth between FAILSAFE and hold. We want to select FAILSAFE. Hit the recenter button one more time. Now you'll notice that a value has popped up over here on the right hand side. This is the value where you want this switch operating. So I can put the switch in the up position. That's where I want it on. Hold it, and it automatically changes to a plus 100. That's the on position. But I don't want it in the on position when I have the transmitter stop transmitting. I want it in the down position, so that's where I want it to go for fail-safe. So in order to do that, I simply put it in that position, press the center button, hold it for about 1 second, and it automatically changes. Now I want to show you while I'm in here, because I talked about other fail-safe options. Alright, now I want to show you how to change it on aileron 2. I said that it's going to be a little bit different here than it was with the switch position. So what we're doing is we're coming up here to the aileron 2 channel 6. Now we can tap, and now we can go back and forth between hold or fail-safe. What we want is fail-safe, so a single tap selects it. Now this shows the last time that it was actually set up for fail-safe. All we do is scroll over here. I can take and hold my position, or move my stick, aileron stick, to my position that I want. Then I can take it, press down center button and hold it for about 1 second, and it goes to that position on the stick. Now if I want it halfway, same thing. So you put the aileron or the elevator, whatever you're working with, in the position that you want it to be, press the center button for about 1 second, and it automatically sets it to that particular point. Then all you have to do is come back out, and you have your fail-safe set up. Now if you want to set up fail-safe on 2 or 3 more channels, that's the same process for each and every one. So with that, I hope this is going to help you a little bit as far as the fail-safe is concerned, and I hope also that it's going to make things a little bit safer should you ever have a problem with your transmitter. Now we're back here to where we've got the actual LED light on, showing that it's operating. I'm moving the switch now. I don't know if I can get it in there or not, but anyway, yeah, I've got the switch. It's in the on position, then it's in the off position. That's exactly what I want. But I come up here, shut my transmitter off, and look, I no longer have any juice going to the ignition module, so I have effectively shut off my engine. I hope this will be helpful to you. So far, we have been talking about being able to shut down our gasoline engines by using an ignition kill switch, which actually shuts off the ignition module. For those of you that are using glow engines, you do not have a ignition module with your aircraft, but you can accomplish virtually the same thing by using the fail-safe, not the battery fail-safe, but the actual fail-safe function, just as we've been talking about here in the last few minutes. So all you have to do is set up a fail-safe for your throttle channel, which in most cases is channel 3. Then activate that fail-safe to where it's going to be coming on should the signal from the transmitter be lost. Then go to your throttle. Pull your throttle stick all the way back to idle, and then set your fail-safe at that point. You may want it just a little bit above idle. That's just a personal preference. But you do not want much power left on that plane. And if it's me, I prefer to get all the power off of it that I can, since I don't have control of it. Then you may want to go ahead and set up additional settings, just like we've been talking about here in this video, for positioning different flight surfaces. You may want to put in some left side rudder. You may want to put in some left aileron, possibly a little bit of up elevator. The whole goal is to make sure that that plane stays on the flying field. If you don't have control of that plane, as much as you might hate to lose that plane and see it go in and become 1,000 pieces, that's a whole lot better than allowing it to fly off somewhere and possibly go into someone's home, someone's car, or into an individual. So this is just going to make our flying a little bit safer for everyone around us. All right, everyone, we're right back in the FAILSAFE menu one more time, selecting our FAILSAFE, and we're going back down. This time we're only going down as far as the throttle is concerned. So we're just going to move right on down. You will notice that you actually have your FAILSAFE setting, then you have your battery FAILSAFE setting, and these are two entirely different things. Your battery FAILSAFE setting, we've already set up for our FAILSAFE, and we have that operating a electronic kill switch on channel 7. Now we're looking at channel number 3, which is our throttle, and what we're doing here is setting up a FAILSAFE for the battery. It's battery FAILSAFE, and if our battery gets below a certain level, voltage-wise, then that FAILSAFE is going to activate. Now, the voltage at which that FAILSAFE activates is actually determined by the value that you put in when you are linking your receiver to your transmitter. So when you do that link operation, there's a voltage value that you have to, I forgot what the actual default value is on it, but you set it up for whatever voltage is applicable to your installation. That voltage is going to vary according to what kind of a pack you have, nickel metal or life pack or lipos. Whatever you're using, that determines what you set that voltage at. And there are suggested battery FAILSAFE voltages on page 73 of the 14SG manual. These are only suggested values. You adjust those to whatever is comfortable for you according to the type of pack that you're using. Now, I'm setting up here as if I'm using a 5-cell nickel metal hydride pack. So here's what we're going to do. Going down to the battery FAILSAFE, so we're just going to move over one position here. And using our return button, we can actually turn that on or off. So we're selecting on. Then we go over to our position setting. Now you can set this position any way you want. If you get down to that value that you've set, whatever it happens to be, I'm using a 6-volt battery pack, so if I set that at 5 volts and my battery in my plane gets down to that 5-volt value, then this battery FAILSAFE is going to be activated. So what do I want to happen when it gets down to that point? This is what we're setting up right now. So I can take my throttle stick and I can move it anywhere I want. I can have it set up at 3/4 throttle, whatever I want, but I want to make sure that I have enough change in that throttle setting automatically to where I'm going to pick up on it while I'm flying. So what I'm doing, coming down from the idle, just moving back up just a little bit, and then wherever I think I want it, that's what I'm going to do. Just press that button and hold it for 1 second, and then that value is actually input here. See, we can put it down 100%, which the way my servos are set up, then positive 100% is my idle. That may not be the truth with you. You might need to use a negative 100% depending on how your servos are set up and your throttle is set up. But this is going to, I know where I want it according to the way I've got it set up right now. So if I put just a little bit of power in, hold for one second, that is set. So now anytime that my idle gets down below, say, the 5 volt, my voltage, anytime my voltage gets down below that 5.0 volt voltage setting that I've put into my failsafe, then the receiver is going to automatically kick me down to this 48%. I may be zooming along full throttle, it's going to kick me down to 48%. Now there's one other thing we've got to do real quick. Now the manual says that the failsafe release is default to your throttle stick. But what we can do is we go in here, next page, next page, next page. You've got a release failsafe setting. I have it set for J3, which is my throttle stick. You can set it for any stick you want. You can set it for any switch that you want. To me, it makes more sense since I'm going to have the throttle automatically pull back to about 1/3 power. If my battery is getting low, then it just makes sense to me that all I have to do is pull the throttle back and then start advancing it again, and it will react to my commands. So anyway, all we have to do to set that is just cursor right down, select it, then you just go right across to your on off, and you can set that any way you want it. You can see right in this area, the black area, it's off, and it's on above that. So if my failsafe, my battery failsafe activates, the only thing I have to do is pull this stick back and get it above that level right there, and then she's reacting once again. So however you choose to have this set up, it gives you all the freedom you want. But just think about what you're doing and realize that your battery failsafe is totally different than the failsafe that we were setting earlier, which is activated when we lose the RF signal on our transmitter. Alright, now we're in the menu for the 16Iz. We're at the home page. First thing we're going to do is go to the linkage menu. Linkage menu, we're going to our function. Now I've already set it up. This is channel 7 that we're looking at as far as our failsafe is concerned. So we're going to the second page, auxiliary 1, and you'll see here that I've got it set up on switch B. The only thing we have to do is just tap our switch. We can change it to any switch that we want it to be. Select our switch, then just return to our menu. Now then, we have switch B set up here. So what we're going to do is back out, and now we're going into the failsafe. Failsafe, once again, we're on channel 7 right now. So I've got failsafe set up on channel 7. Notice though, all we have to do is tap the failsafes for that particular channel. It toggles back and forth between hold or failsafe. So we want failsafe, so all we have to do is go in, click yes. It says, are you sure? Yes. Alright, so we have failsafe. Now then, we've said we want it on switch B. So all we actually have to do here, you've got a value set up over here, and it's showing us with a -100 right now. If I change the switch to the lower position, which is where we want it to shut off, you'll notice, tap on it, and it changes to plus 100. So all you have to do is set it up same way that I've done to where you're getting it to the off position according to the way your radio is set up. Now then, I want us to back out of this screen. We'll just go forward. We want to go to channel 3. Now then, we're going to look at the battery failsafe. Once again, the battery failsafe, all we have to do is click on it. It toggles back and forth between off or battery failsafe. So we're going to select battery failsafe, verify that that's what we want. Then off to the side, we have the setting. Right now it's at a -77. I can move my throttle stick anywhere I want it to be, tap it, verify with a yes. Now it's at 59, plus 59. If I pull it all the way down to the throttle position, tap it one more time, I'm at a -100. So you can set that failsafe or battery failsafe for any throttle position that you want it to be when your actual battery power gets low, below the point that you have selected and input when you did the binding with your receiver. So that being said, it's a very similar process to exactly what the 14SG is. I love the 16Iz, fantastic radio. I still like the 14SG, and I'm actually have models on both of those radios right now.